Hello.
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 Hello there.
Oh, a lot of people here. Yeah, we're going to continue the campaign. So, okay, let's go. That's
Straight
my intro.
into it.
That's my intro. If you don't like it, you can do yours. Yeah.
I know why you're so fast. You just want to get through the next level. I know what this is.
Oh yes.
I'm on to you.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
You're a speedrunner, are you?
Speedrun.
I'm going to try and talk about this mission
ready
very positively.
Oh,
Painted.
God. Here, let me
Ugh.
see the chat.
It was 300, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, cool.
Yes.
This is going to be a cathartic mission now because you're here, I'm here,
Yeah.
and we can kind of put this to rest.
Yeah.
Put this to rest. Oh, dear.
And properly move on. The same thing happened last time with
Florian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shat on it
I
for a
think
good hour and
Chat.
I'll try and highlight the bits that are still nice, though. I'll try and do that, because there are lots of nice bits and moments.
Sure. Of course. No, yeah, I do agree. Unironically.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
One thing I do remember was this was some of the first cutscenes I sent over when I started actually scripting the campaign back in March, something like that. I think I started on these immediately because I knew this level would be incredibly cinematic heavy. So I just started bundling these out. I remember I sent over a playlist of about 5 or so, probably including a Taming of Smeagol.
Yeah, I remember all this. These were actually some of the first props that I've made for the Two Towers campaign.
That's true.
The little belt and a little brooch.
Yes.
Actually, Philo, can you stream it on Discord so we can see it live?
Once the cutscene finishes, yes, I will.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Look at him go.
Look at him go.
Ooh, they merged.
A little bit.
We are gaining on them. There we go.
All right. We should watch him on Discord so we can see.
It crashed because I alt-tabbed back in. Oh my god. Oh my god, I fucking hate this game.
That wouldn't be a streamer. That's some sort of technical difficulty.
No, that happens. That happens when I tab back in. That's a common BFME issue.
No, that's our the first question. Where's Boromir's shield?
He left it behind.
Serious.
He left it behind.
It's on the beach.
It's on the fucking beach.
Sure, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
On one hand.
He runs off without it.
We travel light.
We travel like. Wait a minute. I'll grab my shield.
Leave all that can be spared behind. We travel light.
Let's hunt some ore.
Let's hunt some orc.
Except for your big fucking shield.
Where's your shield?
Expensive shields.
They're interesting. I found something maybe it was just me who noticed this, but when these were finally in the campaign in the way that you could bring across your people from previous saves, I thought it was really weird to have the heroes that you'd played with basically 2 years ago available again. The same experience they had when you finished it.
Yes.
That was really weird. I thought, that's odd. Literally the same people. Yeah.
Same people. You got really into it.
Way to put it. It's a stupid way to put it, but yeah, I thought it was really. It was quite neat.
Yeah.
It didn't just break, and people had to restart from Fellowship.
Oh yeah, no, that was great when we found that out.
The fact that it worked. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because there was no guarantee that was going to work, was there?
No, we assumed maybe stupidly that it would.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, every chance it probably would not. There we go.
Wouldn't have been the end of the world for me.
No.
They could just replay it.
Yeah, they'd be fine.
Very, very, very quickly.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Run through it.
Yes. Do not smell the flower. Trample them.
Trample them on your way to where you need to be.
Yes.
I wonder if people crashing might have to do with the fact that they're trying to alt-tab out of the mission, too.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah,
That's actually not a bad Yeah.
Just considering I just had one, maybe that's what people are trying to do, to report like some bug. They alt tab out of the mission, and then it's
That's
fucking
just
breaks.
that's another thing. That's another weird hardware thing though, because that happens to you a lot. But I
Oh, yeah.
alt tab the shit out of this game whenever I'm playing, and I've never crashed.
Yeah, I was writing the page for Ford Advisor the other day, and I was tabbing in and out every like 10 minutes to get screenshots.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, get the objective.
It's just every so often it'll happen to me, like some weird one-off. I don't know. It happened to me. It used to be in Battle for Middle Earth 1. It would happen every single time I alt tabbed out of the game.
That would
I
happen,
could not
yeah.
alt tab out of it.
Mhm.
And now it
Weird.
stops. Battle for Middle Earth 1, I can alt tab out of it like usually fine. It's so
Let's go
weird.
better. Oh, let's see if we can see this brooch. I reckon most people don't zoom in thinking this is actually.
Yeah. when I
They
see
probably
it.
also have their graphics on very low.
Oh,
But you
true.
see it-
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though,
so
even though
you
we give
see
the
a tree.
warning. Yeah,
You'd
even though
never
we
see
give
it,
the
would you?
warning at the beginning.
I didn't think about that. It'd be utterly invisible. Yeah, there it is. It's so
Yeah,
neat.
it's right there. It's literally right
So
there.
cool. This. I love that you made that little thing. Because easily you could just not bothered, but it's nice to have.
No. I bother. I try and bother as much as I can. Yeah.
It makes an impact, I think.
Yes, I think so.
I remember these orcs. I kept putting the wrong fucking orcs in.
How many times?
I kept doing it.
It wouldn't surprise me if they're still wrong. Like these are now right. But I
Still
bet
there's
you
one.
when we get to Fangorn, they'll just be wrong.
There's
It's one of those
there's
moments
gonna be an
where-
Isengard orc somewhere.
One of those moments where somebody has to explain to me, this is wrong. In the books, it's not these guys. I don't know. I
Oh.
thought Saruman sent them or whatever.
Sure.
I don't know. Diddley.
I know, yeah, they don't cover that well in the movie.
Nope.
They don't cover it at all.
No.
Yeah, Grishnak's boys came from Mordor.
This is also the first area in the campaign where Haldir helped me with some of the actual mapping work.
Really?
In this gorge, he did a lot of the river work, and he added some of the greener textures and stuff. A lot of the structure
yes.
was all there, but he went through and just really did the fine detail around here.
That is something we should highlight because whenever you're on a stream, I like to always talk about our conflicts that we have because those are really fun to me. You didn't want Rohan to have any green in it. Any.
Well, it was weird for me because I always envisioned that scene when you see them in the film with Éomer riding up with his horsemen or whatever his outrider, whatever you want to call them. And it's a very specific in that one particular bit of those.
Oh, look, they're Isengard orcs.
Those ones came from Isengard. It's fine. Yeah, it's a very specific, quite dry, dry grass, and I wanted because that wasn't in this game anywhere. And that's me in my head when I think of Rohan. That's what I think about. Those rocks and.
Sure.
So I did that. I spent a long time. All these terrains are pretty much new or recolored or whatever. Making all these terrains and making them all line up. And Matt made the rocks, and we did it all. And I thought, oh, brilliant! That looks great. But then
Here I go. Yeah.
I'm wrong. In the books, it's
Turns out you're wrong.
Even in the films, I was wrong. When you look at it, if you actually look at it quite closely, you can see it's not all dry grass. It's dry grass on the higher peaks, and then there's a lot more green.
Really?
Yeah.
Paddles.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
actually look at it, look at it
the
again,
scene
you'll
with
see
Merry and
that I'm
Pippin.
wrong.
In the scene
Yeah,
in the
that's pretty
with
green.
Merry and Pippin.
And I do
Very
try to, when we get close to the Fangorn, the terrain does change subtly. It goes to a much less yellow and more pale colour. So there are variations, but it is fundamentally, I'm wrong. I don't mind how it looks, but I am wrong in that it didn't look like that in the film or the book.
Yeah. Well, the book, it's like Rohan's green.
Yeah.
I think that's basically it.
Yeah.
This
I know.
is green.
But
New Zealand apparently, doesn't have these plains or something. I don't know.
No.
Oh yeah, there's a little Easter egg here.
People love this thing. I didn't realize how much people love Easter eggs.
I'm not sure if Shane has actually seen this. He might see it now, or later.
Yes,
We'll put this
of
on
course.
YouTube. Yeah. Yeah,
That's so stupid, isn't it?
it's a
Let him
bit.
go.
Where's Wu-Tang Shane? No, I gotta have him.
Yeah, wait, where's the Hobbit?
Where's
He's in the
Hobbit?
cave, isn't he? I think
Is
he
he?
stays in the cave, doesn't he? Yeah, I think he does.
I don't see him.
Where's the Hobbit?
In there somewhere. I'm sure he's in there. He's probably a mouse in there. I bet he's just smushed into a rock in there.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh,
Oh,
I didn't
oh
know.
well.
Oh well.
Maybe he appears sometimes.
Extra Easter egg, yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
An Easter egg is not an
Oh.
Easter egg.
I'm sure he does normally appear. We haven't changed it, so
Yeah,
No.
no,
he's probably
yeah, he
just
appeared
bumped out
before.
the way by the good
It's
heroes
so
in
buggy. Jesus.
I mean, every time I hear someone report a bug on the campaign, that's the first thought that comes to my head. Is that, oh, they're saying that. It worries me every time. When I know in reality that it's not really what's happening.
No,
I can't help it. I can't help it, man. That's anxiety. Look at that. Look at them. Look at that fucking rock. Just works.
Eventually, took a while.
Everything does, man.
This is one of those areas. I put this rock plateau when I can't just have a wasted bit of space. I may as well do something with it. And I was like, I've got no way of getting my guys up there that doesn't sort of sequence break stuff. So I was like, I've got to make a bridge and try and hide it.
Oh, he did. I mean, I can't see a bridge in there.
No,
If you
Nope.
zoom into it, you might be able.
nah, it's
Let's not do that.
I'm better than that. How dare you? I've
You
come a
hit
long
it.
way.
You hit
This
it.
ain't no hidden, as an Altabar hide a well inside a pillar job. This is a proper
Oh,
job.
right. You did that, didn't you?
I've learned.
Oh my god. I know. Remember that.
Of course I
love
do.
that
I don't know how
part.
to.
Yeah, in the mirror
I don't know how
or
to-
whatever.
I don't know how to make a well. Just hide a tiny little well, scale it down.
Worked just fine.
Did you have to make more custom assets for the Two Towers campaign compared to the Pal? Oh,
God.
yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh god, yeah.
And look what we're looking at here.
All of this,
What-
yeah.
what,
Look
this
at
is
this. Look
vanilla?
at this. This is like
couple of
barely any of this is
terrain?
from vanilla. Maybe
a couple
like
of
the
terrains.
buildings.
Some of the buildings, yeah, some of the grasses and stuff, but the rocks, the actual physical textures on the rocks and the ground, none of that existed. Or at least not like this,
No,
Yeah.
this is all new.
Oh, Lord. I wasn't even looking at these comments. Oh, that's not too many, that's fine. I can't actually hear your stream on here. Maybe I've got it too quiet.
His stream is always quiet for me.
Mm,
I have it at
Best
max
thing-
volume.
okay.
The best thing watching you
This is
guys
not
playing
just
the
me.
campaign, and I'll wait for work until late October, so I didn't get the chance to play the campaign before I leave. Well, that is the one reason why I really wanted to do these streams, and I wanted to continue them, because I know there are some people who would just want to experience the campaign through us playing it.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, I get that.
I'm glad to hear that.
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Breaking my immersion with Sean Bean. Well, let him die. Fuck me. Christ.
Die.
Just let him die.
Let
then.
him die.
You have that choice.
Yeah, true. Absolutely. I wonder how many people have played it without him, or whether I reckon most people don't. I reckon most people do intentionally work quite hard to keep him alive.
That's a regret that I have.
Oh, in what way?
I wish it was much, much harder to keep him alive.
Really? Yeah. I see. That's interesting. I would agree.
Yeah, no,
Well,
I
then,
agree.
I
Yeah, I
definitely
agree
agree.
as well.
I get in
think
that
at the
it's
end of the
nice.
day-
It's nice
Go
that some people can keep them alive if they don't have to. If
Yeah.
they're not very good. But equally,
It's too much of a feature now. I think.
Yeah, that wasn't really our intention originally.
no, not really. I imagine that as being the secondary way somebody would play it. But
Yeah.
actually, I think it's the opposite way around. People play it without him on the second go, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
I guess he poses the opportunity for new content, which I guess is appealing. If you,
Yes.
but just want to remind people, only discuss spoilers for the mission we're
Sure,
currently
sure,
on, or
yeah,
ones that we've
sure.
done.
sure, no
For
problem.
people in chat, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. We only discussed spoilers of this mission for now.
Mm.
I know there's still people out there who...
This
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
this is not Beef Me Reforged. No, but nice. No, thanks for playing.
Nice bait, man.
Look at that big old wolf. It's huge.
That's
Yeah.
bait. I know. Look at him. Pinky ass Aragorn too.
Old model. We made that a long time ago.
Oh, you made it with Rohan, didn't you? It isn't that long, I don't think.
No,
That was a
Oh, that's,
while ago. That
that's
was
the
like
boar.
3 years ago now.
Oh, yes, you're right. It's the boar.
Yeah,
The
this
boar
one
was
is made
Rohan.
for Sharku.
Yes.
Yes, which is a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Time means nothing to me.
No.
I'm in my 30s now.
I think you were saying a third age or something for a second.
I'm in my 6th age.
Fair enough.
Streamer, you played Battle for Tamriel? Yeah, it's on our YouTube.
God, I watched that. That was amazing.
I cannot wait to play more of that mod. I've been saving it. I have not looked at Old Mary Dominion yet because I want to do that live on stream.
I haven't looked at it yet.
Very good of you.
We'll do that a day that Harry is not available.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to knock these out, these campaign streams.
Yeah.
A little bit, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because now people have played it.
Look at them
Most
go.
people that wanted to complete it quickly have now done so.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
Look for him. He's ready to go.
Alpha man and a dwarf.
An alpha man, a man, and a dwarf.
Look at them with their weird holding position.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Yeah, that animation set is very iffy.
Yeah.
I've always found.
Yeah, it gives the impression, doesn't it?
If you don't look at it for too long, it's fine.
Not even his own kin.
Avert your eyes.
Yeah. This was a very hard cinematic to do because Aome has to. It was hard to get him to lead the charge and then somehow peel off and appear back on foot without being visible at any point. It took a lot of bending of camera angles to try and hide him from appearing.
We are no spies.
Track a party of Urukai westward across the plain. They've taken 2 of our friends.
I was actually messing around the other day, Harry, trying to get a soundbite for Boromir for this sequence.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, again, this is the 3rd time I've attempted this.
Yeah. Any
I
luck?
got nowhere.
No. Did it just sound like some guy?
Well, my intention was to actually have Boromir introduce himself.
Yeah, okay, makes sense, yeah.
Oh
What?
no! Oh no, I crashed.
Did you?
I got an out of memory.
It's disconcerting.
Yeah, that's very worrying now. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've ever crashed on this mission.
Yeah.
Except for this the loading saves issue that we once had. That's very worrying. Okay.
So that happened to you before, George?
No, never.
Not
Especially
there.
not that early. No, that's really early.
No.
That's concerning. I wonder if yeah, I've never had that issue happen.
Did you load a save? I don't think you did.
I'm gonna try to look it now.
Well, have to take our own advice and actually save more often, I guess.
Yeah, really.
What a bastard. It's refusing to die, isn't it? You know.
Yeah. It's fucking game, dude. I swear, yeah. No, I've never crashed on that part before.
No.
Other than not a memory crash, that is very strange.
Yeah, it was.
There's barely any textures loaded in.
Oh. Hardly
It's
anything
like
happening.
a quarter of a single faction.
Loads up okay. Let me see if I can actually alt tab and share on the. Maybe it was because I was streaming from Discord. I don't know, dude.
No.
It's weird, no. But
Nope,
I
it
mean,
just crashed.
I
Yeah, it
could
just
play
crashed.
through
Really?
while streaming to
Because
you
you alt
guys.
tabbed.
Because I alt tab and I try to tab back in while streaming it.
Uh,
I'm not gonna stream it on Discord.
No, that's
Okay.
okay.
I'm not gonna stream it on Discord.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
bad, it's just a bit. That's okay.
A bit of a delay.
We know what's happening anyway.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, what if I try? What if I try to stream my screen instead of the game? Maybe that'll help to you guys.
I don't know. I don't mind watching it on the Twitch thingy.
Oh, I went to experiment. Whoops.
Are you guys
We're
gonna have
still,
that?
we're still streaming it, by the way, on Discord.
Yeah, I put it on my screen. I'm gonna see if that will be fine because you guys don't need audio. Fucking game, man. Just say it again. It's fucking game. Oh. Just had to choose Battle for Middle Earth, the mod. I got that shield, right? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which means you get to enjoy this lovely gorge twice over.
exactly. No, that's fine. Now, I do love how this area looks. It looks exactly like it does in the film.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's a.
Reminds me of the Third Age game. That sequence where they do that. Yeah.
I looked into I looked into all that crap when I was, doing bits of the campaign. I watched somebody else play it at times. Bits of it. I couldn't watch them play the whole thing. Oh boy, that's a long game.
Yeah.
Good looking though. Very good looking. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, for its time, I thought it was very impressive. Yeah, it had the vistas of Middle Earth.
Yeah, it was neat.
Yeah, the camera angles.
But a liar as well.
Yeah, no, it was good. Does your mod have a Fellowship version too? It does have a Fellowship of the Ring campaign.
Yeah.
Didn't had it for a while. Yeah, it absolutely does. You should play it.
It's weird when people have like genuine questions, and you have to pretend like you're an actual like content creator or streamer on this, and actually like, answer them normally. Isn't that weird? I have trouble with that.
Do you not always believe?
Because I'm very used to the memers in our chat. Who always come in and say, "Oh, memers." Just
you have to deal with them a lot. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Because everything turns into a meme in this community. Yeah.
and as soon as I have to like introduce like, oh, this is Age of the Ring, it's mod for Rise of Risking, I feel like I'm an idiot.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Somebody's trying to trick you or something along those lines. Maybe.
No, just like
Okay.
it's like talking about myself, like that. This was weird. Like, hello.
Like promoting his own mod.
Well,
okay.
well, I am Matthias, and I'm going to do my presentation on Age of the Ring. What's a mod?
That's
That's how
Rise
it
of the
feels.
Ring.
That's exactly how it feels.
It's more like those those campaign videos I did where just go into like these insane details and talk about all this stuff. Genuinely, you have no clue if anybody cares or understands it in any way.
I much prefer doing that. Yes.
Finding it for the first time. Well, welcome, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I keep switching between the wrong streams. Where are you? You're waiting to go up to AMA. That's cool.
Yeah, I say it here too. So
Yeah, that's cool.
hopefully that crash doesn't happen again. That was.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I cross my fingers. Don't know.
I don't know. Pushing this game to its limits. Open stage win, please. Open stage win.
Regardless of that, I am going to have a look and see what the resolution is on these textures that are used on those rocks. Yeah, just to know.
These are interesting because I think this texture is the EA of Myth 1 texture, which was always a bigger size than the other ones because it always looked the best when you used it. So it could be. That could be playing part of it, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's called PR Rohan in our files, right? No, I think it is actually. Because that's not a big thing at all.
You could always downscale these Rohirrim more. Use the kind of smaller Helm's Deep method.
Helm's Deep is a mission, yes.
Yeah. So, because we downscale our textures.
Saruman has poisoned the mind of the king and claimed lordship.
Yeah.
You can always do that. 7.0 is hhappening.
0.1, yes.
You heard it here. 0.1. Yeah, 7.1. My bad. Stupid Kyle. 7.0 already happened.
We are no spies.
Shut the fuck up.
I should slap you.
Westward across the plain.
Never heard of it.
They've taken 2 of our friends.
See those guys that made a pink Azog?
It was crazy.
Yeah, that's wild. I wonder, why would they do something like that? Why would they just destroy Azog so terribly?
Of pink people.
It's pretty inspiring. I mean, I think some people could say it's like coded it inappropriate, but I think visually.
Oh, thank fuck!
Oh, Jesus. Let him go.
Pink Kazog blesses us sister.
Yeah, thank God.
Let's go, Riders.
Rush. This mission went through a ton of iterations. That's why it's like Lothlorien to me, because it just kept changing. We kept redoing it, and it was like, nope, that ain't working. We completely redo it. It's like, is that working? No, that's not working. That's working worse, you know?
Yeah.
What we have now is basically what we had. I would describe it as what we had the energy left to do. You know?
Yes,
if you were
this is one of those
starting off,
missions.
this is not what you would do. It just isn't, you know. But you work with what you end up with.
Yeah.
You know?
At some
You go,
point,
okay.
it has to be done. Yeah.
It has to be done. You go, okay, I've got this big map. There's no chance we're getting another one, or going back to the drawing board. There's too much, because I like the stuff either side. I really like the gullies. I love Fangorn, everything to do with Fangorn. I agree, this middle section, yeah, you know, it's fun for the first time you're doing it. You know, you wouldn't replay this over and over, I don't think. I don't think anybody would, you know, but
it was fun for me the first time doing it, up until like the fifth village.
Yeah.
And that's when I checked out.
You're like, nah.
But other people didn't check out there, so you know.
No, and we did do some stuff to strip it back from them. You know, we don't have to rebuild all the villages to complete it. You know.
No, this was after that. This was after that.
Oh, in which case.
This is when you said no, fuck off. I'm not changing anything. Go fuck yourself.
Sounds about right, yeah.
That's that. Yeah. That was then. Yeah.
This is one of those levels. I mean, there's even remnants of the old version in this spot right here. That little courtyard thing. I don't know what you call it. Remember that, George? We had that. Yeah, that system.
That old system. Yeah, that was neat.
Neat, but completely impractical and not fun.
Yeah.
But functionally neat.
A little bit funky, but neat.
Exactly. You'd take guys in there that you made, and you could donate them to the village in effect, and they would defend the village while you went off and did other stuff. You know, it's just something to try out to try and make it more interesting. But in practice, it was quite buggy and
the main idea for this mission, when I first started to jot down ideas for it, was I want a mission that feels like an amalgamation of the BFME1 Rohan missions, where you got to run around with Leomare and do stuff. Because there's no way we're going to do like 4 of these missions.
Yeah,
there's going to be
one. Oh my god, can you imagine?
Oh,
yes.
Jesus.
I can't imagine. But no, we're going to do 1. And that would be it. So we need to have a couple of things to do.
Yeah. The problem I had with it was the reason it's such a big map is because cavalry crosses so much space so quickly. You can't map it the same way you would if you were having most of the infantry. You get through it way too quickly. You know, you can go everywhere so fast, and it just didn't seem to work when it was so small. You know.
Yeah.
But then it got so big where it was like, is it? You know, it's not so big. Across all this space to try and find it.
Yeah.
If you love cavalry, I think it's probably a good fun level. But yeah,
so it's what we needed to have, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I enjoy this. I enjoy running across the fields. I don't feel as negative about this mission as Matthias does.
I think it succeeds in being nostalgic about the BFME 1 missions. I think
that's true.
It's that vibe pretty nicely.
Yeah, I think me and Matthias know when we're struggling with a level when neither of us. I don't know. It's like a feeling where it's like, we can accept it, don't love it.
What is this? What is this? I like the first bit, running around with the 300 or 400.
That's fun, yeah.
That's a good bit. I like this bit still, you know, but it starts to drag.
Yeah. When I originally... Sorry, go ahead.
The last thing you asked me to do for this campaign was a couple weeks ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago. You asked me, are we going to do like the specific carts? And I said, no. No, we're not. I'm not doing that. You fuck off.
And I went in very much like, I don't think we are, and I don't really care, but are we doing those parts?
That's good. That's good.
I mean, I don't care. You know, they can work it out. You know, they'll be fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
They say what they are when you click on them. But I thought I'd ask, just in case.
Just in case, a couple weeks later, I'd be like, oh shit, I should have done those cards. I believe I forgot to do those cards. That's terrible. No.
Yeah, this was
Oh, there's a scripting question in the chat, actually.
What is that?
In the Battle of Forts of Eisen, what script did you use when you abandoned all the buildings and units, only you had Theodred and those royal guards?
I mean, scripting-wise, I'm trying not to be too boring, but there's a script which is used by You may see it mostly in Battlefield Earth 1, when at the end of a level you need to recruit everything the players made onto one team, which the game then ports onto the main army that they carry forward. That still functions in Rise of the Witch King, so I just use it to steal everything, matches the criteria I set, so everything that's not Theodred or his Royal Guard, and just yank them onto a friendly team that then has a bunch of instructions on what they need to do. So it's not hard in practice, you've just got to deal with all the random bugs that throws up. It does things like all units out of a horde rather than the whole horde, so then you get a half horde, half unit mix, which then gets really confusing.
I always open the map and look as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It's laid out much more sensibly than Fellowship of the Ring across the campaign, so it's
yeah,
normally...
World Builder's out. Yeah, you're able to use it. You're able to use it now.
Is it up?
World Builder? Yeah. No, it's on Revora. I posted up like 2 days ago.
Oh.
I think. Yesterday or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, that out of memory crash really confused the hell out of me now thinking about it. So I'm looking at these Rohan buildings and I optimized the shit out of these textures recently.
Them. I doubt it's them. It's probably.
I think it was probably something with me streaming it on Discord, and who knows.
Yeah. I wouldn't think it. It could easily be the terrains on the map, couldn't it? You know, you said the Rohan Cliffs, or
because I've crashed while streaming through Discord before, so it might just I don't know.
Okay, I'm iffy about that. I don't know.
Yeah, if you want to know how to do it, absolutely open it up and have a look. See the system that's in place, and we use that a lot. That's why Forza the Horizon was very good as a level to start off on, because it's very handy. And in this level we use it a lot, and we have to take units away from you and give them back and do all that stuff. It's just a very convenient, non-messy way of doing that. Anything you build doesn't have a name, so I can't reference it, or you can't reference it. You know, you need to come up with some system that will grab anything the player's made between 2 points in the game. A boring answer, but that is how that happens.
Sounds I have no idea what you just said. Just
No,
one in,
it's okay.
one in one ear and out the other.
Okay.
God.
And more complicated than that is what's going on with these village attacks, because I didn't have a very clever way of making this happen, because it has to somehow work out which village you've taken, then randomly pick a village to attack, and then randomly choose what type of unit to throw at it. That seemed to just melt my brain when I was putting that together. It wouldn't work. They'd appear all over the place. It just wouldn't happen at all. One of those bits of the scripting where it's sort of held together with gaffer tape, or the equivalent of.
Gaffer tape.
Where I go, it'll work. No one
Gaffer
will.
cake?
No, gaffer tape.
Oh, right.
Not Jaffa cake. That'd be good.
And I knew what you said. I just had to make a joke.
Oh, you were messing with me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tests were mostly done by George, so that's fine. He had all the pain when it comes to testing.
Yeah, I was stuck in the middle of yours and Matthias' tips about this mission, because I'd play an iteration.
Yeah.
And you'd have them falling out, and then it'd be up to me to play the next one.
Play the next iteration.
Yeah.
I'll say though, I thoroughly enjoy my disagreements with Harry. I really do.
Well, because you're normally right. That's the worst thing. That's the worst bit about
No,
it.
No. Not always. Because
Not always.
I need to be told sometimes,
I ain't saying you're always right. Don't get me wrong. But you're
right.
often,
No,
you're
but
often...
not even always. Not even near always. No. Definitely not.
Levels like these, it's not normally. I don't know. It's normally like you have to say when it's not working, but equally somebody has to say when there's nothing they can do about that.
Yes. No, the thing with me is with this kind of stuff, like I have very clear ideas, but
yeah,
I'm also slowly going crazy, So which means that like ideas like concepts that I take from other video games are bleeding into my ideas for this, and I feel like you can easily do that. Play it. Oh wait, that's a different game. And like that happened a lot for this one as well.
You're just losing your mind.
A little bit sometimes, yeah. No, because there's this one thing. There's this one thing in a mission. I can't remember what it was. I won't spoil anything.
Yeah.
if I remember it. But there's this one mechanic that I told you, like, just do that. You can easily do that. I think in the end you managed it, but then I realized later that I actually took that from World of Warcraft. That's not, that's totally not something that was ever in BFME.
I must have just believed you and worked it out, I guess.
And yeah, I guess you worked it out. Yeah. Or you just like a fucking guy.
Oh man, this level was like that. This level, I was thinking about it the other day. Actually, how to quantify it. I was thinking in levels. I think with anything, there's with mission designs and making whatever. There's sort of an effort to output ratio. I guess there's anything you do, it's a bit like that. And this level had a terrible effort to output ratio.
Yes. Yeah.
It just got worse and worse, and eventually you go. If I work on this for another week, won't work on this mod for another month because I'm so unhappy doing this. It was utterly miserable doing this level. I remember it was July last year. I went back to it for like the second or third time and did it again. And even then, it's like, well, we're gonna have to revisit it again in October because it's not really working. And you put it off and go, oh, I don't want to do it.
Yeah. That's how I feel about a lot of things.
I'm sure,
yeah.
absolutely. I'm sure you guys with art, there's some things you think, I just cannot face opening that or.
That was the thing with those citadels recently for those.
Yeah,
I
you described it. Yeah,
I just can't do it. I could have done it. Physically, I would have been able to do it. It would have taken me maybe maybe an hour and a half to do that.
Yeah.
But it's the mental block. It just catch you, man. Like I can't fucking do this. Just don't make me.
Yeah, please.
Don't make me, please.
It's like you say. Like if I am made to do this now, that is going to take a large toll on my motivation to do other things.
It's going to stop me in my tracks.
Yes. Yes. So
a lot of it is a lot of work on these things is actually trying to balance which order you do things in because when you're going to struggle. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get caught out. But if I start something now, if I start this level now, or I do whatever, I'm done.
Yeah.
I've got to avoid it.
That's how I tackled Dol Guldur because I knew that. By the way, did you pronounce that just perfectly again?
Very nice. Well,
love the art.
Thank you. Dol Guldur. Because I knew that I was going to be the one who was going to do most of the art for that. I think did I do every single unit model and hero model for that except for Kamul.
Except for Kamul. Well, that's gonna be the point.
Well, that's gonna change now, but yeah. Yeah. So the way because you were saying like you have to like come up with a plan. Like how are you gonna? My plan for that was very specific. I was gonna do all the heart stuff first.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I did. I did all the weird monsters and creatures and all that stuff that I had never done before. And I was kind of dreading, like, how am I going to even attempt this? Because I don't know how to do it. And I did it all first. And then I had plenty of energy left later on to just do the little things. And that faction just flew by. I just did it.
It was quick. I remember that. It was great to see because we were in that post 4.0 lull, and none of us were very sure what was going to happen. I'm pretty sure that was the case anyway. And then suddenly it was like. There's this bit of energy, and then Dol Guldur was just,
The thing is, I previously, cordially informed Kyle, like, we're gonna do Dol Guldur next, because I don't want to do anything else.
Well, the reason why we did Dol Guldur is because we had no idea what we wanted to do for the structures for Woodland Realm.
Yes,
Greenwood,
exactly.
We had no idea. Yeah. We didn't know that. We didn't even know if Greenwood was going to actually end up happening because we could not think of anything.
It's a hard concept to nail down.
Oh my god, it was, and stuff wasn't working. Like we were getting concepts that we just weren't happy with, and eventually we were just able to find something. Like we were just able to.
It was a spark. Yeah.
Hey, you guys got it in the end, absolutely.
So that's why Dol Guldur happened, because I had nothing else that I could do at the time because I had no ideas, and I knew that if I would have gone and worked on Harad. At that time, it would have probably happened, but it wouldn't have looked as good as I would have wanted it to look because I didn't have enough ideas. But you can always do Harad. You can always make sandstone Middle Easty structures from the past. That these are not things that are difficult to conceptualize. But as you might well know now, we have a lot more to the faction now than it would have been. Just doing stuff like that.
Right, yeah, with the resources to handle the people, or
Yes.
in terms of what you know. Right, that makes
Yes.
sense.
GBI is doing a lot of stuff on this now. He's really good. I
Yes,
will,
of course. Yeah.
in short order, I'll be able to show you the next structure, by the way, for this. The last, well, not the last, the penultimate structure of a rod is being worked toward.
If you don't count expansions.
Yes, yes.
There's a question in the chat. Were there any missions you straight up deleted? Or were you guys working roughly the same plan for the campaign? I don't think we deleted any missions.
No, it's because once we usually write up the whole plan for the whole campaign, what we want to do.
I had that before I even joined, if I remember correctly. The mission.
To a degree, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was some, but that like those that original mission plan that we had, like those were never the refugees. Hold on.
Oh, it wasn't Westfold at one point. Wasn't that going to be an Edoras mission? Am I getting that mixed up?
I don't think we were ever going to do Edoras. No. That wasn't. I don't think that was in my plan. Because we had the Shadow and Flame plan. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, Harry.
It was on Revora under the. No, it was like an old Discord message.
Yes.
Like a text document.
Yes, that was the Shadow and that was the Shadow and
yeah.
Flame plan that we had, that we wanted to do for Shadow and Flame originally.
Yeah.
And then we're like, okay, well, we want a campaign for Age of the Ring, so this is what we have.
Yeah, then you had the thread, which I think expanded, maybe have changed a few or split it up in a few ways. I mean, there was a few levels.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more like we added levels rather than I think took some away. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if Westfold was.
I was intent on having fewer levels for this campaign than we did for Fellowship. In the end, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know why. We had to split. I mean, immediately we split Dead Marshes and Ithilien from being one level because I said that was mental.
Supposed to be one level.
Yes, you planned out to be one level, and I said I can't do that. That's insane.
Good.
so you had to split.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, I remember that.
What else was there?
Well, that was before the whole Cinda spirit came along.
Yeah, long before that. Yeah, it made sense. In terms of what we had to work with in terms of story, but in terms of mapping, I was not able to do that. This is crazy. And
oh my god.
I don't think there was a Westfold mission. We added that because there was this weird gap where you sort of did this level with the 300s, and you didn't see them until Helm's Deep.
I can't remember. Well, okay. So the Two Towers missions, they don't worry about it. The Two Towers mission plans were they were sort of in development for a long time because we were never going to do them at all. You know, it was just writing ideas down through Skype because it was fun.
Oh yeah, dude, the days of Skype and TeamSpeak.
Yes. And then even when you started working on it, I was still writing them. You know, I wasn't really sure what to do.
Yeah.
For Fellowship, you're for Fellowship you're talking about right now, right?
No, I'm talking about
Two Towers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that
that happened. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But you were quite present for that at the time, Kyle. I think that it was mostly just me writing the stuff and just talking with Harry. Later on, you kind of came into it again.
I'm sure with that last level that we did, I'm sure that was a big compromise between the two of you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But no, there was a lot of Two Towers missions where either I did the main bulk of. I mean, you said that we're going to do this level or whatever, and I wrote out the plan and we worked on it from there. But there was somewhere where we never had a written plan, never had it, because it wasn't the kind of level you could plan. You know, you just kind of had to work it out. Mission, mission 8. There was never a plan. We were too busy trying to make that mission exist to worry about a plan.
You're gonna have to give me a hint what Mission 8 is.
Mission 8, you made 56 props for.
Oh shit! Right.
There was never a plan. We had points. We talk about what we want in the level.
Yeah.
I couldn't conceptualize it to the point where you could make a plan. You know.
No, I have to stress this because we're gonna get to that mission eventually. Not today, but yeah. But those props, I didn't make those props. Laza made them. However, the way he unwrapped them was wrong, or it wasn't wrong, but it worked in his program. It didn't work in mine.
Yeah.
And I had to export them, so I had to manually unwrap each and every one of those 56 objects after they had been made. Because when you're making them, it's easy. You just unwrap one wall and you change it a bit, but the unwrapping is still the same. You just get to edit it a little bit and it'll be fine.
Right.
No, for these, I had to manually do it 56 times.
Good lord.
That took me days.
I was going to say, how long did that take you?
Days.
A long time, yeah.
Yes, a week.
How long did that take you and Alex, Harry, to put that map together as well?
I mean, I've probably talked about it at the time, but it took me about 2.5, 3 weeks, pretty much full time doing it.
Bloody hell.
And then it took Alex. I mean, he's so fast. It probably took him about a week, I think. Scale was slightly different on the bits we worked on. I mean, we'll talk about when we get there. But yeah, no, I forget. You're right. I should credit Laza with making those prompts and you for your work you did on them. Yeah, I didn't mean to ignore it.
Oh, no. Good Lord, yeah, these...
Whereas this map, on the other hand, most of the props that are new, except for the houses, of course, you did a lot of the new houses, if you remember correctly.
Yes.
Those were amazing, because before that I was working with those crappy little Battlefield 1 shacks.
Yeah.
Even those you retextured, to make them look more fitting, thank God. I found this level, actually, in terms of props, most of it's just the new rocks that the Lego man made. I'm still in love with those rocks,
Really great. Yeah.
In my head, this is what I wanted it to look like, even though maybe I went a bit overkill. In my head, this is what I wanted.
Oh no, I love the rocks. I love
craggy land.
Rocks everywhere. This is I forgot the area of Rohan. This is what is the East Emnet or whatever.
Maybe you could call it the East Fold in this one. Yeah, it's in my head. This is what I imagine that area looking like.
Yeah, the Mnets.
It's a bit like the national. Yeah, it looks like the national park near where I live, except a bit drier where I live.
Yeah. This is an interesting question. I've always wanted to ask: is there any character design from the films you've always wanted to change, but you can't because it's too iconic? Apart from the obvious ones like Azog, Radagast, etc. No. If I want to change something, I will change it. Except I have to get the okay from everybody else. But there's nothing that I feel from. Sorry,
from Lord of the Rings. At least I'm just gonna stick with Lord of the Rings because there's a lot of stuff I would change.
We were discussing that one character internally today about his weapon.
Oh yeah, I guess that's the one.
I'd change that.
Yes, I would change that too. We were discussing because I'm making the Nazgul models again right now, and we were talking about how we would change the Witch King's flail.
Oh, his massive, huge mace thing, or whatever, flail.
Yeah, the flail. Yeah, it's too stupid.
It's huge, isn't it? I didn't realize how bloody big it was.
Yeah, I would change that. I think that's the only thing from Lord of the Rings. I'm not going to get into the Hobbit because it's never going to end.
No, yes. You've been made to talk about that more than enough lately.
Again, yeah, no.
We'll get to that again when we start the podcast. Once the mod is done, we're going to have it.
Let me hotkey these water builders.
The water boys.
The water boys. That's Oh man, I love this little gate. The little like holes set up to look like the little gate. I love that prop.
I can't take credit for that. That's how it is. A lot of those little details.
See your interpretation of the Witch King flame crown thing. Oh yeah, like how it's described in the book. Yeah.
It's ironic a robed individual would have a flaming head.
Yeah, you think the whole thing would just burn down.
Yeah.
I would not do book Witch King. I always thought the description was a bit silly. Floating crown, and then there's flames, and then everything.
Oh, it really is a floating crown.
Yeah. He's invisible.
Does he have a shape that can you poke him, or is he just like nothing?
He's an invisible person because he lives. He's still physical, but he lives in the spirit world, right?
Oh, okay. Yes,
hold on, because there's that one design that we literally just saw today that would be really cool to do for the Witch King.
That's true.
I love that. That looks so fucking cool. No one's gonna know what I'm talking about yet, and I'm not gonna alt tab.
No.
But I'll post it in the chat later.
Please don't.
No more. Alt-tabbing is now illegal.
Yes,
Now a cardinal sin.
at long last.
Sinner.
I've not actually given Max the credit for setting up the water putting out system that he made for me. It was very nice of him. Because that didn't exist. Because we were like, how do we make that work? How do we make water kill an object? You know, that we don't have to place on everything. You know, he's incredibly clever. I told him what I needed, and he just took a few weeks and was like, oh yeah, it works now.
Yeah, by the way, now it works.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't have to change anything. The system was already there. I just threw water on some particle objects, and they just disappear. Perfect. They're clever, man.
There are some designs, places that we would change. There's been that character specific.
Oh, places. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's a good topic. I would change Athelion completely, as you all know. The depiction in the film is far too scrubby. That's not... When you read the books, that is not how Athelion is described. Nah.
Also, the large cities having no fields around them.
Oh, yeah, Minas Tirith.
Yeah, you got
In a barren wasteland.
It's funny, I love the barren look. I really like that.
What those people eat.
Hey, what do they eat? Just no food.
I don't worry about that. It's like me worrying about where they shit. I don't think about that crap, do I?
Oh, I do, like all the time.
Oh, you don't see the toilets in Edoras, do you? You know.
No,
You
but
have to
you see them
break
eating.
Conversation. You see Theoden eat. You see Denethor eat. You see one guy eating this whole trilogy eats tomato. That's it.
I guess that's a good point. No, you're completely right.
No, the hobbits eat quite a bit.
And I can
Aragorn
see
eats. Yeah, people eat. Man, what is this?
Aragorn spits it out. He doesn't eat it. He nibbles that lumpy bit of soup and spits it onto the ground.
Yeah, but then he's got to eat the whole thing after.
It's called a stew.
Lumpy soup.
Sorry,
oh
Stu.
my god, these stupid...
Lumpy soup.
These Huskarls, I hate them.
You can just leave them, you know.
I
Get them later. You don't have to rescue every village, you know, and keep them all. I mean, you're welcome to, you know.
want to, though. I must.
Must.
Oh, fuck!
After memory crash.
It's terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saved?
Probably at the beginning.
No.
Fuck me, dude.
Really?
I never had this issue. This is so weird.
Do you think it's maybe from streaming on Discord and on Twitch?
Yeah,
maybe it's a bit
You
too
ditch
much?
the Discord one if you wanted.
This to Discord.
But still, that would not be an out of memory.
That's... Yeah.
That would
Because
yeah, it might, maybe, but
because how I was streaming it before when it did the first crash was that it was injecting into the game. Like, you know, I was streaming the game itself instead of just my screen. So, dude, I don't. This game's fucking dumb. Oh, that's very frustrating. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Run right through it. Buy a bunch of those horsemen and just peg it through every single village.
That's
You'll be
what I'm
fine.
gonna do.
Yeah. People playing it can take the lovely slow way. But at least this level, it may be long and the middle may not be the most entertaining thing. At least it was this level than rather some of the other ones where we had better ideas, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Shame if we put a load of effort into something that we really thought was quite good and then found out it was hideously boring.
Yeah, this is the only one for me, really.
Yeah.
Let's see. T.
I'm not even gonna worry about the wargs.
Stuff them. Do it like George does when he plays through it. You know, he doesn't care about civilians.
Forget the
Just he's on a war. Forget the non-people. He's on a war path. You know? I forgot about the non-people.
The non-people, oh, yeah.
poorly textured non-people.
Excuse me.
No,
The
they were
vanilla
vanilla, weren't they?
Yeah, the vanilla civilians.
Oh, yes.
They were the
Okay.
vanilla civilian.
Okay. That's fair. I got so triggered. Oh
Excuse
my
me.
god. Did you just say that?
If you have any questions, chat about the campaign while we're replaying this bit, you're welcome to ask.
Yeah.
If it's hideously boring, I'll give you a boring answer, so, you know. Bear that in mind.
Yeah, you're good at that, aren't you?
I'll save all those boring bits when I do those playthroughs on my own. I'll go really, really in depth and boring.
Oh, great. Can't wait.
Or I'll fail so badly I won't have time to talk. One way or the other.
I love all the boring bits. I watched all those videos you did.
Yeah.
Same.
Start
All the way through. I love those videos.
I never expected them to become walkthroughs. It was not my intention in any way. They did end up being quite helpful for people who got stuck on Fellowship of the Ring.
Who gets stuck on Fellowship?
But they used to get stuck on Fellowship. I'm trying to think now. I'm thinking about all the ways they get stuck on Two Towers. How do they used to get trapped? Oh, they used to get. It was just Moria normally, wasn't it?
Moria,
Yeah.
Just people going, "Oh, I'm lost."
Lots of hand holding in this campaign.
Yeah, I would say probably more than the last one. I think.
I think that the issue is just with modern games, you kind of get baby fed everything nowadays.
Yeah.
Skyrim, yeah.
Because I thought there was times with this when
So the mod's just a bit of a shock to the system.
Could be,
Figure
yeah.
things out.
Yeah, I think there's an
Satan.
assumption as well. There's an assumption when you're playing something somebody else has made. It's not, official, quote unquote. That when something doesn't seem to work the way you expect, maybe the presumption is it's bugged rather than I don't understand.
Oh yeah.
You totally did it wrong. That sometimes I see that as, oh, this is a bug. It's like, oh no, not quite. You've made your belief as to how this is to work, but you haven't assumed it can work slightly differently.
Yeah.
I think that does play into that a bit.
Yeah, there's no waypoints in this, right? There's no lines that show you exactly where to go.
I think it's interesting. I think the bits where people did find it, where they do get struggle. I thought, if anything, they were too simple. Sometimes, evidently I was wrong. People do struggle with them enough, make them challenging.
That was the point.
Yeah, but there's so much information you're given to explain how this works. But it may be because there's so much going on, it's hard to take it all in on the first go. Something like that,
Yeah, I do sometimes hammer home the point of put a spotlight here, put this there.
Yeah, that was a lesson learned in Fellowship of the Ring.
Yes.
Because when we did our initial testing, it was like, this is not clear. That was something I considered. In this second campaign, I try all the time to use those spotlights and flash things and flash the radar and do all that kind of stuff where possible.
Yeah.
And then you don't always get it right. Somebody will play it and go, I'm completely confused and lost. And you realise it's simple to you, but not necessarily to everybody playing.
Yeah, I've been getting a little bit annoyed about our campaign spoilers channel on Discord. Just the sheer amount of handholding that has to go on there now. It's like, my goodness.
Sometimes you don't. I think sometimes you go, nah. You can work out.
Yeah, but there's always someone
There's
else.
Yeah, there's some stuff like I understand, like things being confusing and like things like not being.
Sure, you're
or,
allowed
like
to have
someone
questions.
crashing.
You're allowed to have
that.
questions, but some of these questions are just look.
Just please.
Just play the mission.
Yeah,
Just
for this
look.
one, where's Boromir's shield?
Yes.
Immediately, it's like, have you looked where you're going?
Yes. It's weird. It is weird.
I find it interesting they'd want to know. If I knew there was a shield somewhere on this map, I was playing
it myself. Yeah.
I would not want to ask. It would ruin it for me. I know.
Yeah,
I would have to have searched everywhere to have got to that point. But I think some people, they see an objective, they go, "Where's the shield? I don't see it. I better go find out. I better go ask somebody."
I better go ask
Panic!
somebody.
I might miss out on this shield if I don't get it now. It's quite fun. It's amusing how different people approach it.
Because the map is finite, right? So it's going to be somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't get this.
And you made the point when we were putting it together. I asked you, I said, where should this shield be? Should I put it somewhere obscure, whatever? And your point was no. We want people to use the things we've made.
Yes.
And not miss them completely. So don't put it somewhere random. Put it where they're going.
Yes.
So there's a philosophy there. We wouldn't If that's going to be there, we probably want you to. We don't want to make it too.
You can assume that it'll be in a place where
Yeah.
you're going to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel, yeah. I was going to say
Yes.
save, but yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm
Well
saying.
done.
Oh, it's probably gonna, I have a feeling it's gonna crash again. But we'll see.
It could. Given it's done it twice.
I've
Questions
never
about-
crashed on this mission like this. It was only that save
No.
issue that I was having. I was never having out of memory.
Do you have save issues on this level?
Yeah, this was one of the missions I had save issues on.
Really?
Loading my saves.
Ooh.
That stupid loading save. That plague. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I just had a.
Yeah,
I just had a thought.
We went over the upgrade limit at one point, didn't we?
Yes. Yeah, the upgrade limit. That's what we found out was the reason for this mission.
I just had a
Oh
thought.
my god, what's up?
A very bad thought.
What?
And the fellowship missions, for the most part, we haven't compressed them. So when you save, it takes like 10 minutes, right?
No, they're all compressed.
Well, in the past, they were
Oh.
not. And I remember you.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's an interesting thought.
Yes. And we'd never had this issue with saves corrupting or not being able to load
I
saves.
thought about that. Uncompressed saves. They're huge, but maybe they load better.
Yes, because they don't have to unpack.
An interesting thought.
Yeah.
Because be a red herring, but I don't know.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, I have
I'm
no
just
idea.
I'm just scouring the edges of my brain,
Yeah.
trying to find anything,
Something we can consider. If we can get somebody who reliably crashes, we can test that.
Could you send me when we're done here, or whenever it's convenient for you? Could you send
Yeah.
me a list of terrain textures you use on this,
Yeah, I'm sure I can. Yeah.
and the textures used for the rock as well? That'd be great.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. The rock, I think, will be a pretty big one.
Yeah,
It was always
well,
big, even back with level 1.
so we'll have to scale that down then.
Simply
The terrain textures, if there's too many of them, there do look like to be quite a few of them here.
Well, if it looks like it, I mean, there's less than your average map because it's just the same, probably about.
Right, yeah.
The
yeah.
count, I'd say 12 across the plains. We're around that mark. And in the rocks, more like 15.
Do you know how big they are?
Standard terrain sizes, because that's what I tried to copy. But I can have a look. Yeah, send it across.
Right,
to you.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like this thing is. I don't know. Out of everything, is so weird. That's literally not happened to me. In any of the missions I've played. I've had pink water.
Oh yeah, we've all had pink water.
That's it.
Westfold was
Yeah,
notorious
Westfold
for
pink water.
Yeah.
It's not the water, it's the skybox, isn't it?
Yes,
It
it
is,
is.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Pink skybox.
It's the thing that shorts out first. I'll be
that's
right back. I need
massive.
some water. It's a panic from talking so much. I'll be right back.
Don't get that. I can talk for days. Yeah, you're doing quite quickly now, Kyle, with this. You're doing
Yes.
alright. Speeding through. I think you're doing better than last time, actually, really.
Yeah.
Just flying through it.
They're also not sending as many Huskarls at my camps, but I'm also just not going to worry about my camps anymore.
That's the spirit.
That evil laughter. Oh my
That's the
god.
spirit.
Oh my god. That was
It makes me
terrible.
laugh. It makes me laugh when people abandon the civilians. That's why George is always very funny when he streams it.
Got things to do, objectives to complete.
Oh, this village is gone.
The speed run so I can put the video on YouTube.
True, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Did that. Some of these areas further up here, these are a lot of the areas where Alex did a lot of work for us.
Yeah, because this was
Getting a lot
completely
of the
different
details.
in the early
Oh
iteration.
yeah, this is where you started. Do you remember?
It
You
was,
ran down,
yeah, it was.
and then you had these
It's nighttime as
three.
well, wasn't it?
It's nighttime. You had these three big villages, and your objective was get to the village.
Oh my god. That's
Defend the
nearly a year ago
village.
now, isn't it? Bloody hell.
It's over a year, or maybe
Wow.
maybe it's over just. You defend the village, wouldn't you? And then
And then it's
That
up
it?
to rescue the three villages while keeping the ones that you've already saved.
that's right, they'd be attacked. But it was only the three, and then I think it went straight. into the
I
nighttime.
think the main issue was because you just had the three main villages rather than these smaller ones pocketed around. The time spent trying to get from one to another would just stretch the length out so much more.
Yeah, there was nothing
And
to
it would be
find
a lot,
either.
yeah, it would be a lot more dead air as well.
Yeah, I think that's right. That was obvious, the early on that wasn't quite going to work out. Do you remember when you first did the first playthroughs of these levels for the guys? Because rather than with First Living where they played them on their own, you streamed them and they watched them. It's a slightly faster way of everybody getting feedback in one go.
Yeah, but because like I would go in with the playthrough for myself just so that I wouldn't get caught off guard on stream.
Yeah,
so
of course.
I could get through the mission and wouldn't keep getting stuck on the same things.
Yeah, and I'd make sure it was at a point where I didn't want it streamed too early.
Yeah.
I'd
finish a playthrough and I'd ask you, "Oh, do you think this is streamable?" And you'd say, well, "Not quite yet. Not quite yet."
No, not quite yet. I had to make sure we were putting our best foot forward before anything got scrutinised.
It's like a pitch. Yeah, we're like pitching to the CEOs.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, in a way.
Yeah, a lot of that release felt like that. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's funny.
Yeah. You got to make sure it's good enough because you're worried if it's not quite, it won't make the cut before you get a chance to finish it.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my god.
What? What are you talking about?
We're talking about presenting the missions to you guys. So what Harry and I would do, Harry would send me the mission, and I'd give feedback. And I'd make sure that I was. Oh no, not again.
Why is this happening? This is so strange. Hold on, let me see. No, I only have.
Oh, it's the cinematic. At least we know it's not just these people.
Well, what was the crash this time?
It was
another
another
transition to the cinematic.
Yeah, it was another direct 3D error. Oh my god.
3D error. Interesting. Some things we can try. There's some things I can try, to try and if what would be best, I guess, Cars, when we're done with this, some point you can try running the game again on your own, see if it happens.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to.
Because if it happens again, we know we've got a reliable thing to test at least.
Yeah. So odd. I've never had this many issues.
Oh, not on this level. I've never crashed on this level.
Yeah.
Not once.
I've never had memory crashes on this level. That is so weird.
Always played lovely. Bugger.
What are your stream settings? Maybe reduce the... Oh, that's weird though, because we've played games like 2-hour games on this without crashing. It's so strange.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh. Let's have a look. Also, watch people stream this while playing it, to be fair.
Yeah, record.
Yeah.
Very weird.
If you were fast last time, I can't imagine how quick you're going to be this time.
Yeah, I'm just going to rush now.
Screw those refugees, they can work it out.
Yeah.
They can work it out.
What are we talking about, George, before we got distracted by the crash?
Yeah, so what Harry and I would do, Fudge would send me a mission when it was in a playable state, and I'd give my feedback, and then I would ask Harry, do you think this mission's ready to be streamed to the boys in red? And sometimes they'd say, oh yeah, go for it. and some other times it'd be, oh no, not quite yet, not quite yet. Whenever we would get around to doing it, it would feel like we're in like a board meeting presenting to the CEOs.
A product for you to invest in.
Oh dear. Well, that's good.
Sometimes it would work. Other times you'd catch us out with sneaky questions.
Sneaky questions. Well, for the most part, those streams were always very successful. I don't remember when they weren't.
Really? You don't remember this one?
I remember this one.
Yeah, the very first iteration of this one we streamed.
I don't remember that. I just completely blocked that out.
We didn't get through the whole thing. I think you said your brain was starting to melt. So
what the fuck? did I?
It was getting pretty late, but you were just like, nah.
Oh really? Oh, so rude.
It was pretty late. We'd had like two successful missions before it, so it was fine.
Okay.
Had a good iteration of somewhere along the dead marshes, getting that to a
Sure.
decent state. So yeah, it was fine. There we go. Your 2 villages left, Carl. You're almost there.
Oh, almost. It's so I don't get it. I don't know why it's happening now.
Matthias sabotaged it on purpose to make me read it.
I believe it. I fucking believe
Why would I
it.
do that?
I fucking believe it.
Why would I sabotage anything? No.
No, that's just slandering your name.
Yeah. No, don't worry about that. It's been plenty slandered.
Oh.
Oh, sad.
It's been plenty fucking slandered. Hey, please don't steal my work. You motherfucking piece of shit. I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna find out where you live. I'm gonna find out where you work. And I'm gonna fucking blah blah. Alright, that's great. You don't steal my work though. Okay,
Thanks for
bye.
playing. Oh.
These things have happened to me, Harry. Don't
I know. Yeah, I know.
don't fuck with me.
You'll cry.
What you were saying to them, is that what you were reciting them? That's what you said to these people?
Yes.
Did I save all the villages? Oh, I forgot to save
No,
this
you-
little hamlet.
That dinky one with the lovely windmill or whatever it is.
The dinky one. Oh my god.
Tilly little one, you know.
Yeah,
Want to save if you haven't already, friend?
that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't think we are gonna get to mission. What did I say? 5 today?
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Please God.
9:30. I don't think so.
Oh. But I wanna. All I want is for you to beat the next one. That's all I
Yeah.
care about. That's all I care about.
You can beat that in one go, can't you? Isn't that your one
Yes,
special
that's my
skill?
superpower.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was a level that I wanted to cut. The interest of saving my life. You know?
Brevity and
I was like, you know, I thought that was one level no one would really give 2 craps about. You know? It wasn't in the plan. I whacked it. I made the map in like an afternoon.
yes.
I was like, yeah, we could do this. That was in like April last year, and you were like, sounds good.
Yes.
I didn't think about it till I don't know. I don't know if it was this year or last year. I don't remember.
Well, hang on. Let's get to that when we get to that.
Sure.
Because otherwise I'm gonna start.
Oh, sure.
You know, and I'm gonna go off.
That bit, yeah. In reference to that question, in reference to that question earlier, yeah, I wanted to cut one, but we didn't. So
No.
everybody wins.
Nobody wins.
Everybody wins.
Oh, everybody wins.
Okay.
Thanks.
Please no
Did
crash.
it. I cross my fingers.
Oh, no crash. Thank God.
We're good. We're still waiting to catch up.
My fingers are still crossed. Okay.
I'm gonna crash probably.
Yeah, that's
right when I
fucking
get to the
terrifying. This is terrifying to me. I don't like this at all.
It's unnerving, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm gonna hope it's just because we're streaming it. Not that I have any reason to assume that's in any way impacting this. Nothing else has changed, so it's hard to imagine what else is going on.
It might be, but that does not explain the out of memory issue.
No, it does not. It's ever so slightly less orange down here.
Go, Scouts, go. And Dunlendings.
Oh yeah, they've caught up to you finally on the stream for me. You actually lost one scout? I've never seen that happen.
Oh, did I lose mine?
Oh no, you've got both. Sorry,
No,
I think they were
got
merged into each other. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I lost
They
my
just-
one
they just
other third
merged.
one though, which makes me sad.
That's true. Yeah.
I used to try to keep that guy alive.
Oh, that's how very decent of you. There was a moment where somebody suggested there's one of you two on a stream at some point when you had. Maybe it was a crazy decision. You were thinking about possibly making each one of those their own special model for those 3 scouts.
Ah.
It was one of those moments. Oh, could we do that? I think you thought of it. No.
Yeah, I think I
You've
must
got
have been
enough to
shut
do.
down pretty soon. Yeah, no.
Alright, where's Ugluck? Get him, Hammer. Dismount and do it.
hell are you gonna find him?
He's right there. He's the only Uruk without a helmet. And he has a very unique animation set.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is. Just like the book. And he's dead. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Oh god.
It was Sloon.
You're still killing him on my screen. Oh, there you go.
It would be small. Only children to rise.
My brothers played this because I made them play it. As I mentioned before. When they got back to this bit, they were like, I've basically forgotten this was still that level when we met Alien. They were like, I forgot what we were doing. It'd been so long.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, this, you always refer to this mission as Fords of Eisen, or not Fords of Eisen. Fuck. Eves of Fangorn. And every time you'd mention it, I'm like, wait.
Yeah, what mission is that?
What mission's that?
Yeah, I have the same problem.
I still do. In the files, it's called the Eves of Fangorn. I don't know why. It's because 3 hunters didn't make sense, given we had normally had 4 of them.
The hunters.
Yeah, sure, the hunters.
Yeah, just call them the hunter.
Oh, I'm so glad I get to this part.
Well
Holy
done.
fuck.
You made it through it.
Oh my god. I gotta remember to save more. Gotta keep saving.
I think the next bit. Yeah, we know people struggle with the 3-bit.
People struggle so much with this specific part, though, of finding the tracks. Just look around, guys.
Well, yeah, that must be low graphics, right? Because I assume they wouldn't have any sparkle or anything.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I love that despair in his voice right there.
Yeah.
Just look around.
Just look around. For fuck's sake. Did you watch the movie? Like, do you remember what happens?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
One thing, though.
One
thing.
Walking over.
And not in their defense, because this is indefensible to me. But,
right.
Of course.
Yes, one thing that we succeeded in for this campaign is it's actually hard.
Yes.
Yes.
Every comment I see saying that this campaign is hard makes me very happy.
Yes.
Me too. I go, hooray!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
we did it right.
Good. That makes me very happy.
Yeah, because the payoff for it is amazing. If you complete it, if you don't have it in you, then you just don't have it in you. I'm sorry, but yeah, just
I
that's
think anybody can play it. My brothers could play it, and they hardly play this game anymore. You know, they used to back in the day. You know, I think anybody who really wants to can definitely.
yes,
finish
I would
it,
say
you know?
so. I would say so.
Yeah,
But I didn't always think with Fellowship like this. It was we would set out. I was going to make it really hard, you know, but it was not that hard. It was never really as hard as I wished
Not
that it
that
was.
hard, no.
Hey, look, there's a shield.
Oh, it's just right fucking there.
Like,
It's
How'd you
glittering.
find it?
I can't see
It's
There it is. That's awesome. I love that thing. These guys should. Do you remember when you did that?
long
It's one of
ago,
those-
yeah.
Early lockdown conversations, because that was when a lot of the Two Towers was really kicking off.
Mhm.
You were talking about what you wanted him to do and where you want to include him. You just whacked. I think it was like one conversation. You just put them all together and went, "Oh, this will be a good idea."
Yeah.
Such
You know
a neat.
what's funny?
So excited by that. Yeah.
You know what was funny? We got one of the first complaints about saying that the missions are too long. Like an actual complaint.
Oh, really? It's just too long.
It's like, you expect us to play for 4 hours?
Yes.
I don't get that. Yeah. It's like,
It
Actually,
doesn't
yes.
take 4 hours.
yeah.
Oh,
No,
look.
I do. I do expect you to play for 4 hours. I don't give a fuck about your life. Just play it. You know how long it took?
Yeah.
No, but the intention for these missions is, I know they're very long. I know they're not conventional video gamey as of 2021, but they're still indie games that do this stuff. They challenge you, and you. The idea is to be immersed and to see the details and do little things that are from the story of Lord of the Rings. For fans of the
Tracking
stuff.
footprints.
Yes, you're supposed to
totally-
be immersed.
We're literally, we're tracking the hobbits.
Be a Dunedain,
Like,
yeah. Be a Dunedain Ranger.
There you go. you're playing the film as much as like we've been able to
Ah, Aragorn.
And only he can reveal the footprints. You know, there's all that stuff going on there. You know.
What other game does that?
Yes, like Batman.
Look at him! Look at Snaga!
We're still at the feet.
Say Batman.
Yeah, it makes you feel like Batman.
Right.
Oh wait, wrong game. Sorry.
You know, Batman doesn't go down on his girlfriend.
Oh no.
Oh
Well,
my
heroes
God.
good.
Well, what's the space in that?
Oh, that's the right orc.
God, what's
Bro,
now?
looks immortal.
These ones, you definitely, you know.
Remember the heart attack that I had the first time I experienced this?
Yes.
Where the hobbits just got
Yes, I can still hear you
murdered.
screaming. Yeah.
Just got murdered.
I wake up at night sometimes. Like, fudge! Oh, I just heard Kyle screaming in my dream.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You get a grace period now, don't you, where you can...
Yeah.
You do, yeah.
Now you do. Yeah, because you almost.
You wanted it hard, dude. You know, I'm just giving you what you want. You know?
Yes. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it.
You're very welcome. The way you are, Carl, but on the Twitch stream, it's still on the walk cinematic.
I've made it up.
It's just one of those things. This level, a lot of, evidently, a lot of repeating things. Like you kill all these orcs, I've got to bring them all back in again, put them in the right positions. You know, constantly move these people in and out of the map. You know, into exactly the right place where they were. Because I guess we jump times constantly through this level.
Yeah, this is a weird thing for me. This whole level, because when I wrote this jumping of times thing pretty early on, and you read it, and you were like, no.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I think you forgot about that
don't
because then
remember
you did it anyway. It was so strange to me.
I remember your original. Well, no, I don't remember your original plan. To be fair, I've mostly forgotten it. But you wanted to have the level split much more literally, in didn't really repeat tracks. You know, you went did this segment's that segment, this segment's those people, and this segment is those people. You know, so it would have been. You know, the gullies as the three hunters, then it would have been, I don't know, the plains as Eomer, and then Fangon as the hobbits, and then no three hunters going through it again, you know, refresh bosh, you know, which I do get. It's probably my own desire to play it with those three hunters that probably made me do it that way.
Sure.
I'm guessing at least. Could have been. Because I do like running around the plains with them, clearing up that bonus objective, rather than doing it as Eomer. A bit more fun to use.
For the most part, we're on the same page on this. It was just funny to me because you explicitly told me, like, I'm not going to be switching from day to night. It's just not happening. Like, oh, well, then I don't know. Then I don't have a plan. Because I could not think of anything else to make this interesting.
I didn't know how to do day to night back then, though.
No.
It wasn't possible. We didn't do it in Fellowship of the Ring, you know.
No,
So
I know.
we didn't know how to do it.
and then, like, months later, this mission appeared, and it had it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. No, I worked it out.
Good.
Make Fellowship of the Ring easier.
Excellent. Now it's there.
Never got that way. Oh, probably Kai. You're probably fastest back.
I'm very worried about a crash coming up here.
Oh, fair enough.
People have been saying, I'm just very, now that I'm crashing. Like now I'm very paranoid.
It'll be when the Tree Bid cinematic flips back to the three hunters. That'll probably be when, if you are going to crash, that'll be when.
Yeah.
That's when they report it happening. Do you ever go the way round by that random cave that used to have spiders next to it when you're going through the forest?
Never. I go through the same way like every single time.
Go that way because you get the line about the trees talking if you go that way.
Oh, really?
And hearing the trees making the noises and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And I find I've never thought about going this way, but this way is actually I think quicker.
Oh yeah, I always go this way because it has this upper area.
Yeah. Makes sense.
That's one of the things that impressed me so much when you first played Fellowship. I said this last stream, I'm going to say it again. It's like all the little sounds. Like they just pop up everywhere.
Smushing everything in you can, yeah.
Everything has to go in,
yeah.
and that's why, you know, and any complaints with this being too hard or too long, I couldn't give a shit. I couldn't give a shit. The amount of effort that we've put into this for no fucking pay.
It's completely free.
Yeah.
Surely you want more, don't you? I don't get it either.
Yes.
Do something to
It's like the attitudes that you get sometimes. It's like people paid for this. Like I don't remember your check coming in. Like what? When did I get paid by you? Let me know. And
Even
maybe
this
then, I'll take you more seriously. But maybe not.
good to see you making use of these rock lures, Kyle. That was the
Trying
just
to, yeah. These two Urgs do not want to move, bro.
only those two maybe have just been a bunch of wankers. You can use arrow volley on them. You don't have it.
I don't have it. I don't have enough
Dear.
PowerPoints either.
Dear. You could stun them and fucking run,
Stun them and kill them.
It's
No, those fucking
pretty
Urgs are
lethal.
going that way.
You know why I made this rock lure? Can I actually explain why?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
made
you
it 'cause
did.
everybody- maybe I did to you. Possibly. I made it because everybody kept complaining. Well, I made it in a sense because it would help me with Athelion. But one of the reasons was I was terrified of having another Shadow of the Past where people seemed to hate it more than they did enjoy it. It's just another Hobbit running through the woods section.
Right.
Wanted it to have something else going on for it.
Right.
And this. The fact it worked is, I think, more of a miracle than anything else. It's definitely not perfect and it's pretty janky at times, but definitely made it, I think, a lot more.
And BFME, come on. It's great.
Close enough, isn't it? Yeah.
Great.
And we got to backport it to the Fellowship of the Ring, which win, money for old rope, really, at that point.
Yeah, money for old rope doesn't. You said that before. That's a nice saying. I guess it's very British.
Now we're good.
I bet George says that all the time.
Yeah.
I should
And
say.
It's like, money for old rope love.
I like the love stuck on the end there.
Yeah. Actually, I should do a proper George impression. Money for old rope love.
You went very deep there.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's what George sounds like to me.
I like it.
See?
Yeah. When he talks, that's what I hear.
Done, George. Hear that when I talk as well.
When you talk, all I hear is this.
Oh, here he comes! Look at him fucking run!
Come here!
Come here!
What about their legs? They don't need
Oh.
those.
God, I love the way he runs. Those animations were such a good choice for him.
Yeah.
I changed this recently. This will be changed for 7.1. It's that bug where he...
Yeah. I love how hidden Treebeard actually kind of is. You don't know he's there. You don't. I don't think you see him. Oh, oops. There you go.
Let's see. Does it crash after this cutscene that people said?
So beware. So beware. I think it's normally the fade.
That Treebeard model still looks perfect.
You
Nothing
really-
needs to be done about this.
Fan of that one, are you?
We're good
Nice.
for now.
We now have a chance.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that Treebeard model.
Oh,
Fuck, I
cool.
just love it.
That makes me
Cool.
very happy that Boromir has that line there.
I remember in Boromir Free loads of the mission, he'd sometimes say that as
He
well. but
would.
Sometimes I hear like a ghostly apparition.
The reason he did it is he has that annoying habit where if any line is like, I don't know, 0.1 millisecond too close to another one, and the same unit saying it, you won't be heard. So sometimes I'll have Aragon say one line, and Legolas say the next Aragon line, so it's not the same object saying it. So I foolishly had Boromir say two things in sequence, but one was coming out of Legolas, so even if he was dead, you'd hear it.
Oh my god! I
Legolas just
love
shouting
that.
Boromir lines. You don't, you
I
try your
love
best
that.
to mentally think through all these possible ways you can mess something up, and there's something that
You can
just
fuck it up, yeah.
yeah.
That's amazing. I never knew that.
It's
That's a
amazing.
wonderful detail. I love that.
But yeah, this cave. You're talking about this cave.
I'm still at the beginning where you've just entered the forest, but yeah.
Oh,
If you're looking at that, yeah, that cave used to have spiders that would attack Merry and Pippin or the orcs, but it never really worked very well, so I just removed the spiders.
They were a pain in the ass. I remember those spiders
Yeah.
weren't behaving at all.
No, they would either. I think they would just kill you and not the orcs, or sometimes they just wouldn't do anything at all. Just sit there. neutrally. Yeah,
Neutrally.
yeah, he was just ditched.
Conscientious objectors.
Oh my god.
They're lethal spiders too, don't they? They eat legless. You know, carve through them like butter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This forest is old,
Remember, I asked you to buff him 10 times,
full of memory.
and it was never enough.
Did that tree over there?
I wonder how that goes down. Because if you play skirmish a lot, I guess it is a surprise to think you might get killed by a spider. But I wonder if people
Yeah.
predict that now, whether they think, "Ooh, I should not assume a spider's going to be easy to kill." You know,
They have
they're all
feelings.
paranoid. Everything's going to be super hard.
You should be.
Wake up.
Absolutely. I don't think there's anything that has its general stats in this campaign. Everything's twisted and
Yeah,
bent.
brother, that.
Oh yeah.
Gormer's knife throw. Oh, I'm so glad we got that power.
Made the animation for that.
Probably Kahik. That's from Ravanian Alliance.
I was thinking
Really?
did that. Yeah.
That's a Kahik animation.
They came this way.
That animation is older than some of the people watching this.
Yes. Oh yeah. The kneeling animation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one too.
Leave these woods behind.
I'd have thought those things would be used so many years after they were made.
I know, I
I know.
love that.
That's
That's
crazy.
one of the things I loved about this mod.
Yes. Me too.
Oh god, the music for this fucking part. Oh
Yeah, this mission was a lot of work for you, wasn't it?
yes, this mission was a nightmare.
What do you see?
Don't you fucking catch.
The white wizard.
Warmer's not interested.
Speak. Put a spell.
He's always looking around, looking for something else to do.
Couldn't be here.
I shouldn't be here.
You are tracking the
It's
footsteps.
on Arrow Watch.
Okay.
They passed this way.
I love how he does his ability as well.
I didn't realize I'd even done that. Forgotten that.
Was that comfort?
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh, can he throw this knife at?
I noticed that the first time when I saw this. Like, oh, that's good.
Weird.
It cannot be.
It's funny how we all notice and remember like these different little things.
Imagine the
I
old
I
Gandalf
do
model
remember
here.
this cinematic being completely fucked up with the Chernobyl
The Chernobyl.
Oh, I love that Gandalf.
with Professor Quirrell.
He had the face on the back of his head. I loved that. Oh god, that was funny. He'd step out the light as Gandalf, and he'd have this backward.
Look at how good that Gandalf the White looks. Oh my god.
And I come back.
I kept forgetting that he was the new addition to this part of the campaign, or this part of the.
Fire and water.
Oh no. Did I lose connection to Discord?
Oh hello.
Hello?
Are we all back?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, Discord had a bit of a fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Well, mission is completed. I think I
Well
got
done,
worried.
Kyle.
You did
Oh.
it, man.
Those crashes. All right, Battle of the Peak.
Determined man.
I am very determined. I'm gonna beat this damn mission. What
Restart.
is this? Yes, I'm.
We're talking about Gandalf with the back of his head face. I loved that thing.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, I
funny.
was oozing over the new Gandalf the White model.
Yeah, well, that's
It's like,
that's
oh,
fine
God.
too.
I'm so
He is
happy.
awesome.
Yes.
He's awesome. I like his pinned hair on the new one at the back. His little like.
Oh, that was the number one thing that I wanted to make sure that we had.
that's
that.
cool. Yeah.
Matthias
It's all
did.
his detail.
He did the most
He-
detail. He did the detailing for most of the part. The hair.
That's one of those little tiny things that stands out immediately on the model. You know,
Yeah.
don't you think about it? He has that, and you see it. You go, oh yeah, he does have that on the back of his, his hair deal in the film. But you don't think about it.
He does.
You know, I hated seeing that fucked up Gandalf model because it kept reminding me of like, oh god. I knew we could fix this with like our old Gandalf the White model, but I
Yeah.
also knew that I hated that model,
Is
so I knew it would have to be changed.
that the Return of the
It
King
happened.
model or the one after that?
No, it was the one that I did like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that one.
I hated it. I basically hated it as soon as I finished it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that sucked.
Sometimes that happens.
Yes.
This is probably my favorite in-game intro to any of the missions. I love how the music lined up. I love how Gandalf. Oh my god, it's one of my favorites. Just the music. It's so great.
The cinematic, you mean?
Yeah, it's this cinematic here.
Ooh.
Like when the Balrog flies up, the music is playing, and it just
I
works.
told you about the reason the Balrog's actually there, didn't I? Before, something like that.
No,
Why is he there?
He's not meant to fly up in the intro. He was meant to fly up when you get to the top. You'd get to the top and he'd land in front of you. That was the idea. But I left it on as a test script by accident. So when I loaded the level, he flew in during the intro, and that looks cool.
it looks great. It looks great.
So I just left it,
This whole mission looks amazing. The snowfall. Yeah.
It's the weirdest level that I've done in that it has no border. There's no border on this map. It just falls off into this fog and completely circular skybox, which we've never had to do before. But because there's nothing beneath this map, you could see the abyss. So Matt had to make this huge circle, didn't he?
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah, it's the only map with a fully spherical skybox. Weird.
Yeah, I adore this mission. And when you first added it, there was not much to it. You just had to kill the Balrog.
Yeah, go up the stairs. Yeah,
I love.
I had my ideas.
Like, look at Zarek Ziggle. It looks so good.
And after that, it was awesome.
He's just up here menacingly, just standing here.
I'll take full credit for the lightning strike idea.
Yeah.
Because I love that. I love that bit so much.
It's an EA prop, the tower, isn't it? We should give credit to them, to be fair.
Oh, yes. I tried to remake this recently, before we released, of course. I tried to remake this.
Yeah.
And I failed.
Oh, dear.
Because I did not have the willpower to even properly set it up. I just didn't have it in me.
It was a tiring release by the end,
I'm
wasn't it?
on Discord, by the way. I'm streaming on Discord if you want to watch it on
okay.
Since this is a small mission, I doubt it'll crash.
That's true. It's tiddly tiny.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Oh
I don't know if I actually beat this on my literal first try. I think I beat it on my second. When I understood what was going on. I don't remember necessarily. I just remember thinking, oh, this is really fucking easy. I don't know what they're whining about.
Yeah, people not realizing that you could dodge the Balrog's attacks.
Yeah, don't fight him. Jesus, run.
That's pretty
like in the
wild.
first game.
They don't realize
you
you can
that's what you
run
do.
away. Yes, yes.
And this is the standard for any Balrog fight. Don't stand there and fight him. Fucking run.
My favourite mission is to watch some of the beta testers play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never saw a beta tester play this one.
Yeah, really nice.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
When the decal was fun.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, you couldn't stand next to it. Something happened to that decal, and then it didn't work anymore. Like you'd stand under the lightning and you wouldn't get it, would you?
It'd be about a 40% chance for you to actually get the recharge.
Bleh, that's rubbish.
Yes. So when Jarian was playing this, it took him like 30 minutes just to get him down.
To manage to complete it that way, big props.
Yeah, he did.
Crazy.
Because it doesn't make it harder; it just makes it longer. Really, I mean, all you got to do is keep the routine up more, and it'll be fine.
That was baffling to me because I was like, "But I haven't changed the level." But then, somehow it was linked to these new lightning spot decals we had. They weren't recognizing in the same way. It's boring and technical, but yeah, it meant that the lightning wouldn't recognize Gandalf as being too close, and then you were screwed.
It works now. I've heard some reports of people saying they didn't get it, but I've never seen it.
You have to be right on it. Yeah, I don't think if you're a bit off, it won't work. Level, this is the level I want to ditch because I thought, who needs another Balrog fight? I thought, and it's definitely not one of my favorites. I don't not like it at all. I think it's fine.
I think this is a brilliant mission.
It's weird.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh,
because it manages to be
He's gonna whip me.
actual
I just
interesting.
know it.
Oh!
I just know it.
You can get whipped or you get breathed on or something. Do you reckon?
Yeah, you gotta...
Oh!
You timed that.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, no. You gotta keep your finger right on it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! He still hit me.
Oh.
Yeah, you got you clipped to the legs.
That's what she said, by the way. No, I think it's a brilliant mission because it is an engaging, fun, and very difficult straight up boss fight, and it's nothing else because
I clicked the wrong button.
Whoa. I couldn't speak anymore. I lost the ability to speak right there.
You are gonna get killed.
Oh my god, and I missed his lightning bolt. No.
You're gonna have to run. You're gonna have to wait for that heal.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Yeah, you need to be running around, man.
Don't take risks.
Yeah, if he uses
Do not take risks.
Kay's gonna love this.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, well done. A lightning mechanic was surprisingly not too difficult to work out.
Yeah.
Just convenient.
When I came up with that, I was like, he's never going to go for this.
Ah, that's fine. The stuff like that isn't too bad, you know.
Great.
It's just down their box, refresh your time. You know.
Fucking Balrog.
Too nasty.
You had to be
Biggest
right
problem
there.
with this I had, Balrog acts like a twat on this tower, and I don't know why. He like really struggles with targeting and actually actively attacking you. I have to constantly tell him every 5 seconds, please attack Gandalf. Or he'll just stand there looking at you.
Oh, the lightning too.
He's demolishing you. Really? Mean Balrog.
Oh my god, I wish they would stop like spawning in like near the same spots. I need to run. Oh my god. This is so hard.
Are you saving it?
No, it's just something someone came into his room.
Oh. You've learned the noises. You're like on the ball. Yeah, I was going to ditch this level because we were still in the throng of redoing a lot of early levels. And I didn't think anybody gave two craps about this. You know, I thought no one really wants another Balrog fight, so I offered it up on the chopping plate and went, let's ditch this. Speed things up.
Oh. Oh god.
Well, I thought we had to have another Balrog fight because we'd never finished it.
It's a good point, yeah.
We did a whole thing in Fellowship. It was quite extensive, and
I never thought of it that way, yeah.
Oh my god.
You should go to the...
I'm trying.
No, I mean, clump him at the end.
Yeah.
Shield will still do something too, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of
it does.
damage.
It helps.
how you doing? Fine. I think you've got this.
It's a good idea trapping them on that little path, isn't it?
Yeah.
Attack the pikeman though. Attack him too far away. Here we go.
He uses his splash.
Oh, I forgot about the pillar.
I remember we had a discussion about this, Harry. Where I was like, "Oh, you could also spawn in bats, and you could do this," and you're like, how about we don't put the whole Misty Mountains faction in this for no reason?
Yeah.
We just
Seems like
skip
the
this.
roster.
Yeah. Well, the mountain orcs, they just bats. Could be dragons.
I remember bats being a big one. Like, where did I get bats from? You know? I mean, poor Gandalf, he didn't have anything to attack bats with. But his lightning sword, I guess, would attack bats.
I suppose. And I just start sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even know where I'm gonna end.
An excitable man.
Yes, I am. I am.
See, I didn't think you guys would want this level, at least in one part, because I thought you wouldn't accept the tower being the weird vanilla one.
Come on!
No! He got you! He whipped you!
That's awful. I'm so sorry.
That was one excellent whip, by the way.
Oh my god, dude.
That was amazing.
Oh my god.
I love it as the last shot as well. He like snuck in there.
He one up
Brilliant.
your save early.
Yep.
That was
Oh,
awesome.
that's so sad. God damn it.
Nice. Somebody asked if the lightning strikes are random. They are very random. It's just one of those.
Welcome to Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I played Dark Souls, so I'm well aware. Oh
He's
god.
about
Try to do it again there. You see that?
He's going to do it now. Get it. Oh! What a bastard.
Oh my god, he hit me. He did a silent hit. I hate that.
Yeah.
Faint.
Yeah, he fainted. Good feint, Balrog. Fuck off. Yeah, that's right. Flame on.
I was surprised the Gandalf model actually came back, the one from the Fellowship campaign. I assumed because we'd killed him he wouldn't turn up, but somehow. Oh, he did.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally the same object you have on Khazad Dûm.
That's great.
Yep.
That was just a fluke. A happy coincidence.
Oh, you blew him up. Oh my god. Blew them all up.
And they blow you up. Boom.
Oof.
Oh, fuck.
They've surrounded you.
Yeah, that's very nice. And also, I'm gonna need to heal. Oh,
Yeah, just heal. There's no need to risk. Just heal him.
the pikemen are the most annoying part because
Oh,
I can't
yes.
hold this little gap.
The cheesy tactics for you.
I'm fucked. I don't think I got this. I'm very low on
You always
health.
saved again.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
Oh, I didn't need it. I didn't realize.
That's scary.
Come on.
Scary, man.
Come on. No, he's gonna use. Okay, no.
He's
we're
gonna
good.
whip you or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hey, you're doing all right. Keep your hand on that bubble. Why did you?
I'll be fine.
risk
I'll be
that?
okay. I'll be okay.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
Okay, then. Okay.
Oh yes.
Did a random scream.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta.
He's getting so annoyed. Chasing this old man around this tiny courtyard.
Fuck off, Rod. No, no, Gandalf, why'd you have to move?
That's so scary. It's so frightening. He's gonna whip you. He's
Yup.
looking at you like
Yeah, he's
whip
locking
you.
on. Oh, well done.
I like how we know.
Well done.
He does that dead eye stare, you know he's up to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Target locking. Alright, there we go. Hell yeah.
Fuck him up.
I'm gonna fuck
Wow.
you up. You bastard, bitch!
Bloody bastard.
Come on, get some lightning, get some lightning, come on.
No, come on. He's going anyway, isn't he?
Yeah.
He goes and sits on that mini version of Durin's Tower. There's one here, there's a little team.
Yeah.
It's there. Yeah,
He
he's
doesn't look at you.
gonna contemplate this.
Ziggle.
I do like that. Oh, it's like, where does he go? Like, where am I going to put him?
Another one down there.
Give him a podium. They conveniently made a Balrog-sized one to go along the main one.
That's stupid. Stupid.
What is this orc's mohawk? Here comes Mr. Troll. Mr. Troll.
Grog Jr.
They got some wicked facial hair, those mountain orcs, don't they? Big side
Yeah, there's a lot of variation on those.
Oh, muscle chops.
They're cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, big old mutton chops, yeah.
I'm not gonna risk it again.
Killed Gorg Jr. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Little Jordan. Jordan Jr.
Don't cry.
Little goblin. Gonna cry? Little Gorg Jr.
Stinks, doesn't it?
Put some dirt in your eye.
Put some lightning in your eye.
You're trash, Gorg.
What was the stupid
What
thing
are
that
you
we
doing?
were...
What are you doing?
I'm
What the
fine.
fuck are you doing?
I have heal and my thingy. I'll be okay.
He's living a dangerous life.
And I have my save. I will
You
be
should
fine.
heal.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
I will be fine. Actually, no. Wait, I forgot. Quicker to be on cooldown.
Yes.
I always forget. That
Plus, he
much.
won't kill you now. Yeah. It was a smart choice.
So you went for a ignite rather than a whip you in the face.
feel
We should edit this. Don't have the ignite. Just have him be ignited all the time. Don't have to scream.
It's just breath and
Just
whip.
whip.
Just
Yeah.
whip. Well done.
There you go.
Crushed you with his
2
crop.
tries. Well
Oh,
done. Yeah.
oh,
Well done.
oh.
We have to talk over this, otherwise we'll get copyright.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of talking over this
Alright.
one. Yeah.
Get smitten over the mountainside.
Yeah, look at him. He gets smacked. There he's falling
smitten.
down.
He's falling. Oh, there he goes.
Flip,
There he
flip, look at that.
goes.
Did a
Oh
flip.
my god. What a scrub. Oh, throwing mountains.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So Gandalf's just kind of laying there, you know.
Laying on
Right.
the ground, rolling over. Oh, look, there's the. Oh, it's a close up of Ian McKellen's face. Look at the
Yeah.
blood dripping from his nose. He's about to see the
that's-
lifetimes of the
People
earth.
punch about
He's going to see the lights of whatever this is,
What
the
is
halls
this? Yeah.
of Mandos, and seeing weird and
Yeah,
what is going on. Oh, look, he's white now.
naked.
There's very much
He's
the
naked.
2001: A Space Odyssey shot, by the way.
Yeah,
Just very similar. Yeah.
Space
GMT
Odyssey through Middle Earth.
Is
he-
he
as
meant
he
to be somewhere at
Tries
this
to
point?
breathe.
Yeah, he's on the
Being-
mountain.
He's on the mountain. They skip
Yeah, he
complete.
was on the
Real talk. They completely skip this part in the movie. He goes back to Lorien. He
Yeah.
gets flown to Lorien, and then
Is he
that's
still
where-
naked at that point?
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
And then
my
he
God.
gets garbed. He gets garbed by Galadriel. That's why he has a fellowship cloak. Is
I didn't
because,
think about
yeah.
that.
Galadriel made a
Uh,
staff as well.
Yeah, made his new staff, and then
He made his staff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just literally a naked beardy bloke, and they were like, "Oh, wizard."
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surprised you didn't get shanked on the way down there or something.
Hang on, this isn't Britain. This is Middle Earth. Come on.
Good lord.
Ithilien.
Well done. Good.
Okay, I'm gonna be a horrible asshole again. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Rather carry this on another day.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm down. That was whoa. 3 hunters. I am definitely gonna have to test that though. That is
Yes.
very worrying.
Give it a test, and we can see what we need to do if it happens again.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that right now.
Yeah. that sounds
Actually,
fine.
no. I have other. We can talk about it later. Okay.
Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching.
Absolutely, yeah.
I guess
We
you
will
know.
continue more eventually.
Don't feel like I really need your approval, but you know.
Fair enough. Bit harsh.
Just. I think it's very important to have like a lot of contempt for your audience
Okay.
at all times.
At
Just
all
like,
Was it just
go
gonna be like
watch
by
something.
assholes then?
yeah. No, because I feel like a lot of people in this community already think that of me, so I might as well, give them what
Play
they
it
want.
up. Play it up.
Play the role, yeah, play the role.
Give them what
Yeah.
they want. All right, I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end the stream.
Give
Yeah.
bunch of idiots.
You guys have a good rest of your day.
Goodbye.
Bye.